Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Happy Friday and welcome to the channel. Really appreciate you joining me today as we look at a handful of cheap graded baseball cards that I've acquired recently. Got 5 of them in the stack here. They're all PSA graded cards that I've picked up over the spring and early summer, and we're just going to show them off, and I'm really excited to get to the first one. Picked it up a while back and I've been saving it for today, because it features the subject that you see in the background here, Rick Wise. This is a 69 Topps buyback card from Topps Heritage, but Rick was a longtime pitcher in Major League Baseball for the Phillies, my hometown Boston Red Sox, and I think some other organizations as well, potentially. But he had 52 years ago today, on June 23rd, he had one of the most amazing single baseball games of any athlete in the 20th century. So June 23rd, 1971, Wise took the mound for the Phillies against the powerhouse Cincinnati Reds. And not only did he no-hit the Reds and throw a no-hitter, he swatted 2 home runs in the game from the offensive side of the plate as well, to basically propel his team almost single-handedly to a 4-0 victory. And, you know, this was a Reds team that was stocked with amazing players. I mean, you had Pete Rose in this lineup, George Foster, Johnny Bench, Tony Perez. This was the running Reds team that was going to be dominant very shortly and throughout, much of the 70s. And I just find it absolutely amazing that this guy not only no-hit that team, but clubbed 2 home runs himself in the same game. And I've talked about it before, but I think it's, one of the most impressive feats, single game feats that I have ever heard of having occurred on the baseball diamond. So on this day, exactly 52 years later, wanted to show off this beauty here on the channel. Acquired the Rick Wise rookie card out of 1964 Topps. He shared a rookie with Dave Bennett, and as you can plainly see, this particular version is autographed by both athletes. Got Dave Bennett up top and Rick Wise below, dual signed at 2 different times and authenticated by PSA. This item is so cool. I have always been attracted to Wise as a player just because of that game. Although he also pitched in the 1975 Game 6 of the World Series, which is one of the most mythic baseball games in Red Sox lore. So I love him for that reason as well. But sort of a half collector of, Rick Wise as much as one can be. And finding this recently, that just becomes like the cream of the crop on my Rick Wise collection. So just really happy that I was able to track that down. Winning bid on that card was just over $20. It's just insane to me. Really unique piece, and so pleased to have it. And again, was kind of waiting for this day on the 52nd anniversary of that impressive no-hit 2 home run game to show that one off. So with Rick Wise content out of the way, let's get to these other 4 slabs. Gonna go most recent to least recent. The first one is a player that you've seen quite a bit on the channel so far this year. Picked up some more of his stuff this past off season, and I'm continuing to hunt down cards week to week. Found the 2023 Topps Gold parallel of Mike Trout in a nice PSA 9, just like I like. This was up at auction rather than buy it now, and decided that if it finished under $30, I was going to add it to my budding run of Mike Trout Topps Gold cards that I have going. And much to my surprise and delight, this one finished up around $27. So my bid held up and added the most recent Topps flagship card into the run. I do have to do a tally and kind of see where I'm at. I don't have the rookie in gold, but I'm trying to get 2012 through present day. And I think I have more than half of them now anyway, so pumped to add the latest into that little run that I have going. Here's an insane bargain that I got. I've shown these Topps Black parallels plenty of times in the past. They are serial numbered. They've been around over 20 years now. They increment up by 1 each year in terms of the serial numbering, and recently scored this 2022 Topps Update Juan Soto in the Black parallel. This card commemorates his 100 career home runs. which occurred in the 2022 season. And as I mentioned, being black, in this case numbered out of 71, you can see in the upper right corner. Really like what Topps has done in recent years with the checklist cards, giving us a checklist on the back and then a highlight from the season on the front of the card with a great photograph. I think that's a really awesome way to handle the checklist. And I don't look down on this card at all for it being a checklist card. I think it's kind of neat that it pays tribute to this specific event of Soto clubbing number 100. Still a guy that I believe in so much. He's at such a young age still, and just happy to add any cheap, kind of somewhat scarce Soto to the collection. So was pumped to win that for $12 and change. Here's another one. This came up buy it now, and I couldn't smash it quickly enough. Not only is he one of my favorite players in the modern game and one of my favorite players to have played for the Boston Red Sox, but it is a 2018 card of Mookie Betts. This is from the Topps Heritage release. It is the Chrome Refractor, of course, based on the 1969 Topps baseball design, but done up in chromium cardstock and a nice refractor finish. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'll try to keep it brief here because I've explained, in recent videos, but going after as many copies of the 2018 Mookie Betts cards as I can get my little grubby hands on, just because that season was amazing. Maybe the best offensive season that I've witnessed in my history as a Red Sox fan, going back to like the late 80s, early 90s. Led the league in batting, won an MVP, and led the team to a World Series championship as well. So that 2018 season will definitely go down as an absolutely epic campaign for Mookie Betts. And was shocked when this refractor, numbered out of 569, surfaced recently, came up in one of my saved searches, and this was up for $14. Buy it now. So, I mean, I would buy any of the copies of this card that I could find graded in a 9 for $14, but I don't think I'm probably going to stumble upon too many others. That is a serious bargain. Really, really happy that I brought that one home. And then last but not least, since we're on the topic of shiny cards with that Betts, have one that is an absolute favorite of mine from the 1990s. And due to the grade of an 8, the lowly grade of an 8, I saved a ton of money on this card. This is from the 1994 Topps Finest release. Got the refractor of Eddie Murray. Late in his career here, of course, his rookie card coming in 78. So he had been in the league a good 16 years and more at this point. But love this. And the lighting's a little bit tough in here, but if I tilt the card, you really get a look at just how amazing these look. These original Finest refractors from the first couple of years. This would have been the second year that Topps did the set. Of course, it debuted in 1993. But these sort of originated the modern shine that we all, or many of us, still enjoy today. Some of the first shiny refractor type cards that were ever issued were the 93 Finest, and this being a second year 94 Finest. Murray is a guy who just doesn't get a lot of love in the hobby, as I think everybody knows. 500 plus home run hitter, just an absolute beast. And I think, at least with the 93s, it's pretty well known that there are around 240 some odd copies of each refractor in existence, even though they're not serial numbered. While I will grant you that there may be slightly more than that for this second year of 94, I don't think it's drastically more than that. I'm pretty confident there are less than 500 of these, and that number might even be closer to the 250 of the 93s. I don't know. I've never seen it substantiated, but just absolutely gorgeous. Happy to have another Hall of Famer in 90s Finest refractor format. And the silliest thing about this card, it was up at auction. Again, I think because of the 8, pulled this home for around $10, if you can believe that. So fantastic Eddie Murray there to end it on. A little bit of modern shine in today's video, some modern numbered parallels as well. And of course, that fantastic Rick Wise dual auto on this 52nd anniversary of his big day. So that's going to be a wrap for today. Let's keep it short at 10 minutes. Truly appreciate you stopping by. I hope everyone's enjoying the hobby, and I'll be back very soon. Take care.